Understanding Armed Conflict, a guide for English learners. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our English language learning series. Today, we're going to explore the phrase, armed conflict. It's a term you might hear in news reports or read in articles about international relations. Our goal is to help you understand not just the meaning, but also the context in which it's used. So, let's dive in. Armed conflict refers to a situation where two or more groups are engaged in a violent struggle, typically involving weapons. It's different from a simple disagreement or nonviolent conflict because it involves physical force. Key elements of an armed conflict include the use of weapons, the presence of organized groups, like armies or rebel groups, and ongoing hostilities. Armed conflicts can be categorized into different types. 1. International armed conflict. This occurs between two or more countries. For example, a war between neighboring countries. 2. Non-international armed conflict. This takes place within a single country, involving the government and one or more armed groups, or between such groups themselves. 3. Hybrid or complex conflicts. These involve a combination of international and non-international elements, often with multiple actors. Understanding these types helps to grasp the complexities and the scale of an armed conflict. Armed conflicts can have devastating effects, including loss of life and injuries, the most immediate and tragic consequence. Displacement of people. Conflicts often force people to flee their homes, becoming refugees or internally displaced. Economic and environmental damage. Conflicts can destroy infrastructure, disrupt economies, and harm the environment. Recognizing these consequences helps in understanding the seriousness of armed conflicts. To better understand how to use armed conflict in a sentence, here are some examples. 1. The United Nations is working to resolve the armed conflict in the region. 2. Journalists often risk their lives to report from areas of armed conflict. 3. Humanitarian organizations provide aid to those affected by armed conflict. These sentences show the phrase in different contexts, enhancing your comprehension. I hope this video has given you a clear understanding of what armed conflict means and how it's used. Remember, language is not just about words, but also about the ideas and realities they represent. Thank you for watching, and keep learning.